Hey, what's going on, everyone? Jun here with Hapa英会話, and joining me today is Kelly. Hey, Kelly, how you doing today?
Hey, I am great. How are you?
Good. So today, let's talk about other ways of saying I'm going to sleep. So I think in the English language, we have various ways of letting people know that you are getting ready for bed. So I'll start with you, Kelly. What are some expressions you use to tell your friends, your family that you are going to go to sleep?
It's funny. I feel like I usually use I'm going to sleep, right?
Okay.
I'm going to bed. You might also hear like I'm heading to bed. It doesn't mean like I'm going in that direction. It means I'm getting into my bed, laying down with the goal of going to sleep. So a lot of these are going to be like talking about bed or talking about that direction. We know that's the end result of this. One that my grandfather used to use a lot that I thought was kind of cute was hit the hay. Hit the hay means you are going to lay down and go to sleep. He also used to use catch some Z's. You guys heard that one?
Yeah.
So Z, if you see, I'm sure they have this in anime as well. If you see like a sleeping cartoon character, they'll have like a little
Z. Yeah.
Kind of like the snoring noise, like when you're sleeping really deeply. So if you're catching the Z's, you're sleeping deeply, that sort of thing. I thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah, you know, my dad also used to use hit the hay, but maybe the alternative expression to that. He used to say hit the sack.
Hit the sack?
Yeah, so that was kind of his go-to to let us know, us kids know when we were kids to go to sleep. So maybe around 8 or 9 o'clock when we were kids, he would always say, all right, kids, it's time to hit the sack. Which means exactly the same as hit the hay or it's time to go to sleep. Yeah.
Did they ever, like if you guys were in bed and like talking or sort of playing around and they like left the room and then come back 10 minutes later, would they say lights out?
Oh, lights out. Yeah, that
like
would be another one right there. Yeah, exactly. Meaning that time to turn off the lights and go to sleep. Yeah. Would you say that catching some Z's or hitting the sack, hitting the hay is... So like, for example, like my dad uses hit the sack, hit the hay. I don't know if that's an expression I use on a day-to-day basis. It's not something that I use, but it doesn't mean, you know, people in the United States don't use it. Do you think that's like an expression older people use? What are your thoughts on that? Or is it going to be something where now that I'm a dad and as my son gets older, I will start, is it like a dad thing to say, a mom thing to say? Well, I wonder what it is.
Like once you have your dad ID card, you have to
exactly
dad jokes and using those dad phrases. That could definitely be it. Yeah, that could definitely be it. I do feel like my personal image is, like older parents, and you're like,
older parents.
God, mom, hit the hay. Like that sort of feeling. But everyone knows what it means. To me, it does feel like slang. The thing with slang that you have to be careful of, sometimes it's regional, sometimes it's age related, sometimes it's situation related. So slang is a little bit different than casual English in that there's specific times and places and types of people that might use that phrase more often. So for me, I almost feel like it's, if it was going to be someone my age, and I'm probably not as young as I'm remembering in my brain, it feels Southern for some reason.
You might be right. Yeah.
I don't know why, but it feels a little bit Southern. And Southern dialects for English do sort of have some of those older phrases and older idioms and older euphemisms in there as well. They tend to be a little bit more common in their English than some of the other regions in the States.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. Any other expressions you got?
You might also hear down for the count and out cold. Those are sports. So whenever we have these like sayings or idioms or euphemisms, a lot of them are sports related for some reason. A lot lot of them are baseball. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But if you say someone was out cold, it means they were so tired that they were just sleeping so heavily you'd never wake them up. It actually means that like you got punched so hard, you lost consciousness.
Yeah, it's like a boxing analogy.
Yeah,
right?
it's a boxing one. Yeah. So down for the count could also mean like, I'm just so tired. I'm just going to lay down and fall asleep right away. Yeah. And, you know, out cold reminds me of like an expression that maybe I used a little bit more back in my college days, but pass out, right? I'm going to pass out, which is very similar to out cold. You don't have consciousness. Generally, that's how it's used. But you can also use pass out to mean that you are completely, you know, asleep. Yeah. Like if I leave the library, leave the party, leave whatever, I'm going to go pass out.
I'm going to go pass out.
Like usually pass out, you don't plan, right? It happens.
You don't pass. Yeah.
You're sick or you're drunk or something like that.
Yeah.
But if I'm planning on passing out, it means I am going to go lay down and go to sleep right now.
Yeah.
Deeply.
I think one that I have here that I sometimes use, you know, with my friends and maybe with my wife is to crash.
Ooh, yeah.
You ever use that one?
All the time.
All the time. I'm gonna crash. Yeah.
Because I don't get enough sleep. So definitely I'm just like, okay, I'm running out of energy. I've got nothing left. I'm gonna go crash. And again, when you think crash, you think like a car accident, right?
Yeah,
it's
like boom,
something...
right? A crash.
Yeah, it's a bad thing. It's not something you're like, oh, I can't wait to crash my car. So again, it's that planning on doing that thing that usually happens by accident.
Yeah.
Lets me know, oh, okay, like we're talking about going to sleep here.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope you guys found this video useful today. Don't forget, Kelly offers amazing lessons on Cafe Talk. All of her information is listed in the description below, or you go to cafetalk.com and find her there. Kelly, thank you very much.
Thank you. See you guys.
Bye, guys.